Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you are here. There is just something about a rainy morning that makes a warm cup of coffee taste even better. I knew today was going to be a big day, so I took a quiet moment to myself before diving into the whirlwind of party prep. We were getting ready to celebrate our granddaughter Carson's 3rd birthday, so it was time to do some serious cleaning. Her birthday party was going to be at our house, and so I wanted the house to feel fresh and welcoming for everyone coming over. I am working on getting our back porch nice and cleaned up and straightened up. It had been, we've been living on it for a few weeks now, and so things just needed to be put back where they go. I needed to organize this shelf just a little bit better, so this was the perfect opportunity to get that done. So I'm working on the back porch because everybody's going to be inside, and on the back porch we're just going to kind of share spaces. And then while I focused on cleaning, my daughter-in-law handled all the decorating, and she did a beautiful job. She also made the cutest cupcakes and homemade birthday cake just for Carson. It was getting a little warm outside, so I decided to turn my attention to the indoor projects that needed to be cleaned, and so I was going to come back to that later. However, you won't see me finish sweeping off the porch and, straightening up because I just ran out of time and didn't get to it, and my husband actually ended up doing that off camera. So I was very grateful for his help today. Madison and I have started a new game with my crocheting hooks. She found them the other day, and so she pretended they were little swords, and so she has this made-up word called sorfies. So we play sorfies when, I'm not even sure how to spell that, sorfies. Anyway, that's what we play when we use my crochet hooks as swords, like you're fencing and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. The weekend before this, Robbie and I had purchased some corn, and we prepped it and all that stuff to freeze it. You probably saw it in the video before this one, but this was a couple of days later, and I'm still finding corn everywhere. So on this backsplash, there was a lot of corn caked on it, and so I had to really get in there and scrub that off. Now I am moving on to my bedroom. It really wasn't a room that needed to be cleaned for the party, but just in case somebody needed to, go change a baby's diaper or something, I wanted to make sure my room was clean and that the playroom was cleaned up just in case. And so I didn't finish in the kitchen at this point. I still had to load up the dishwasher. However, I don't get that on camera because I got really busy and got really nervous that I wasn't going to get everything done. And so I was very, very grateful when my husband and my daughter got home from work. They jumped in and they helped me finish the cleaning. I always appreciate those little acts of teamwork, especially on days like this. One of the bigger messes that I had in our bedroom was laundry. I had started some laundry, but I didn't get it finished. And so my husband finished it for me, but it was all still sitting in baskets in our bedroom. I hadn't folded or put anything away. And so getting things ready for this birthday party was a great motivation and a push to get my laundry folded, hung up, and put away. So now I'm turning my attention to the playroom, and honestly, I'm really not going to worry about getting this room too cleaned up. Basically, I'm just straightening things up. We had washed all of our bedding and some blankets and stuff, and so everything was just piled up on this bed, and so I just wanted to fold everything up best I could. You'll see I don't really care about folding sheets. Laundry is just not one of my things. I don't enjoy doing it, any part of it. But anyway, I'm just going to get these blankets and things folded, and then I'm just going to straighten up a little bit. You can see all of those Amazon boxes and things back in the background. Some of that was Carson's birthday stuff that I still needed to wrap. And then some of it is I'm going to do, I guess you could call it a playroom makeover or a refresh in this room, because Carson she's turning 3 and she's kind of outgrown the things in here. There's still some things she'll play with, but she just doesn't gravitate to it. So I'm hoping if I can kind of move things around and make it look brand new to her, she'll be interested in coming in and playing in here a lot more. So I'm not really getting rid of toys, because Hayden is coming up right behind her and she'll play with all of those toys as well. So I'm not focusing on anything major in this room except straightening up on this day. So this room is actually the last thing that you'll see that I clean on this day. I do get vacuuming done, the dishes get in the dishwasher, the bathroom gets cleaned because my daughter did that. She also wiped down the cabinets in the kitchen. And then when my husband got home, he vacuumed, he cleaned the steps and the foyer. He finished sweeping off and doing things on the back porch. So it was really a team effort, and I really appreciate it, because I was ready to crash at this moment and I still had to fix spaghetti. But I'm going to show you how things turned out with the decorating, and we had a really great time, and I just love my grandbaby. I love both my grandbabies so much. And just like that, everything came together. We had such a great time celebrating with family and friends. Carson was so happy, and seeing her smile made every moment worth it. It's days like these that remind me why I love homemaking. It's not just about cleaning or cooking, it's about creating space for memories, laughter, and love. Until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.